Welcome back, I'm Sage. You're watching Kalkine TV live from Sydney, and this is the Buzzing Trends show. So let's have a look at the ASX listed stocks that are trending today. S&P ASX 200 was lower when it started the day due to Wall Street pulling back from its record trading levels overnight. But presently the index has reached its record high level since the pandemic started. It's currently at 7,115.70 points after rising by 47.80 points, current at 11:22 a.m. Australian Eastern Time. The index previously reached nearly this high in February 2020. Majority of the sectors are trading low. Even despite the gain in the index, 4 of 11 sectors are in the green. Healthcare is the best performing sector, gaining 1.31%. And on that note, let's have a look at some major news from the ASX listed companies. Beginning with Amcor Shares at a 5-month high after increasing its guidance. Amcor, which is an American-Australian packaging company producing flexible packaging specialty cartons and so on, has upgraded its guidance for 2020-2021. The announcement came after noticing panic pandemic buying for individually packaged groceries, which led to stronger sales. The company expects its earnings per share growth will now be between 14 to 15%, which is higher than previous forecasts of 10 to 14%. Quarterly dividend has gone up to $11.75 US from US $11.50. Net sales for 9 months ending 31st March 2021 was up and recorded at $9.4 billion US. Amcor is maintaining its momentum of growing organically and is executing well in this dynamic environment, allowing the company to exceed its original targets. And moving on to the next big news, Westpac is sued by Australian Securities and Investments Commission, or ASIC, for insider trading. As per ASIC, the bank has been held responsible for insider trading, unconscionable role, and breaching its financial service in the 2016 Ausgrid privatisation. ASIC is urging that Westpac traded earlier, as it was in possession of information which was not available to the public. And Westpac is taking these allegations seriously and is checking its position, having just received the originating application and concise statement of claim, as the matter is now referred to the courts. Westpac does not want to make any comments at present. And now let's glance at some important updates. Flight Centre, the global travel company, announced taking dividends off its books for 2022 and a loss of 500 million Australian dollars for the full year. The company is trying hard to find a way out through the fall in global travel due to the pandemic. The company also announced that it would need to raise fresh equity and debt funding to sail through these tough days. Though the bookings were recovering each month, but still it sees itself returning to profit by next year, second half. And now some news from the telco space. More than 42,000 customer requests between March 2020 and July 2020 had been banned from keeping their phone numbers by Telstra when changing providers. The Australian giant telco has been fined $1.5 million for not allowing their customers to keep their phone numbers on changing providers, especially as it coincided with the first wave of the coronavirus pandemic in Australia. Australian Communications and Media Authority, or ACMA, enforces that Australians are allowed the freedom to change telcos that best suit their needs, including keeping their phone numbers. A backlog that wasn't cleared until October 2020 was created because Telstra prevented its customers from leaving the telco and keep their phone number. This was found to be a breach in the Telecommunications Act of 1997, and Telstra now agrees that allowing customers to keep their number when switching telcos is important. Well, that's all for now. Thanks for joining us. Do keep watching Kalkine TV as we bring you the latest news and trending market updates live from the Sydney studio. Sage signing off for now.